Okay, good afternoon. So today we'll be looking at angles on parallel lines. So given this as our parallel line, the first parallel line, the second parallel line with a transversal, the line that cuts the two parallel lines. So this is the line that cuts the two parallel lines. So at this point, so let's indicate it, identify the point. So this point now and the other point. If you draw a line, if we draw this line, let this line represent the line we will draw now. So this line, let it represent this one from this point where the transversal meets with the parallel line, cut the parallel line. So this is the line. So this one represents this vertical line, drawing it as if you are going down. So we are just trying to draw a letter Z from this line. So this horizontal one represents this line. So you can see we have made a letter Z from this diagram. So what we want to show is that this angle that is here is equal to the angle that is inside here, and the same angle is equal to the angle here. So using your letter Z, you can easily identify alternate angles. So when you have a letter Z, the angle inside is equal to the one outside here. So they are equal. So assuming that here is A, that is A, the same A, and this angle there is B. So if here is also, so you see that A is equal to B by alternate. So this is what we mean. So anytime you're given a parallel line, always try to write or draw out a letter Z. A diagram that looks like letter Z can help you to identify your alternate angles. Okay, this is all for alternate angles. So the next one we have is when you have these angles. So we have these angles, or this is two straight line and a parallel line as well. Of course, angles are formed here. So I have angle C, angle D, and this C is equal to D. And we have C and E. E is vertically opposite to E. So C is vertically opposite to E, and F is vertically opposite to D. So the angles are equal. So C is equal to D by alternate angles. C is equal to F by corresponding angles. F is equal to D by vertically opposite angles, and F is equal to D. Vertically opposite angles is equal to E by vertically opposite angles. E is equal to D by corresponding angles. So these are the angles we are going to see whenever we are given parallel lines. So assuming we are given this as a question, we should find Y. So looking at this diagram, you can see that we have a joint. We have a line that looks like parallel line because of the arrow. So what we need to do is we need to reconstruct those lines, stretch them so that they will look as it's what is expected. So now we have reconstructed the lines, the parallel lines, with all these blue lines, blue tiny lines. We have used it to reconstruct the lines. So we are able to see that this 5Y is facing the angle down. So, and this has become, this is a parallel line, the first parallel line, and this become the transversal that cuts the two parallel lines. Now that we have reconstructed the lines, and this also at the center, the line at the center is also a transversal that cuts the two parallel lines. So we can label this angle facing 3Y as C. Then label this one as B. Label the next angle inside this triangle, because this is a triangle. We can label it as A. So now we have ABC in a triangle, and we can label the angle facing 5Y, angle 5Y, as D. So we need something that will connect us in order for us to find Y. So if you look at 5Y and D, you can see that D is equal to 5Y by vertically opposite angles. So let us look at it. D is equal to 5Y by vertically opposite angles. So let's have it. Yes, vertically opposite angle. Remember, in your parallel lines, always write out your reasons, the reasons of whatever you have stated. So this is vertically opposite angle D. So if you look at this transversal cutting these two parallel lines, you can see that it has formed a letter Z. And if you form a letter Z from the point where the transversal meets with the parallel lines, see that our alternate angle will become D and A. So A is equal to D or D is equal to A as alternate angles. So A equal to D and D equal to 5y. Remember that we already find D as 5y. So if A is equal to D, that means A is also 5y. So this is alternate angles. So now the next thing is, now that we have find A and we have find D, let's look at B and C. So first we'll look for C. C is vertically opposite to 3y. So C is 3y. Then we have established this. The next one is to find B. If you look at 136 and B, they're lying on a straight line, so we can add them up. Remember, they are supplementary. So B plus 136 is equal to 180 degrees. So the two angles are supplementary. Their sum add up to 180. So we can simplify this B plus 136 equal to 180 to get B, since it is simple. Is having one unknown. So we have finally seen that B equal to 44 degrees. So now that we have found B, we can now use the angle that we have found to inside this triangle. We can now add the sum of the angles inside this triangle to get other angles like B, C and A, since we have known B. So by sum of angles in a triangle, we have A plus B plus C equal to 180 degrees. So already we know that A is equal to D equal to 5y, and B is 44 degrees, while C is 3y by vertically opposite angle. So what we do is just we substitute. So where we see A, we call it 5y, then 5y plus 44 plus 3y equal to 180. So when we simplify this, we are going to have that y is 17 degrees. So we have finally find the value of y. So y is 17 degrees. But we can also find the value of 5y and 3y in this diagram by simply multiplying y by the coefficient. So the coefficient of that angle there is 5y, is 5. So we can just multiply 17 by 5 to have 85 degrees. And then for 3y, multiply 17 by 3, you have 51 degrees. So these are the angles and the letters we are looking for. So this is simply how to solve angles on parallel lines. So we really need to know the theorems and have them offered. Thank you.